Thank you very much, my dear children. You got the notice properly, and I'm very much hopeful that you will relay the message to your parents and really request them to attend the meeting, since this meeting is very, very important for our development. Especially here, the word "our" is used for you, for our children. That means you, right? So let me begin the new chapter today. So can anyone guess what we are going to do today? I want to know voluntarily.
Condolence, expressing condolence.
Yeah, exactly. We are entering to the new unit, means we are entering to the one type of writing that comes under guided writing, right? As well as the question comes for that free writing too, right? So we have to be very much careful about that. And since the book has mentioned that expressing condolence, but we are not talking only about condolence, though we may discuss more about that. We have to talk there other related parts too. So for the same, I would like to share my screen so that it would be clearer to you. I'd like to request our host teacher, please let me share my screen. Would you please enable my screen share? Okay, my dear children, as you see here, this is Unit 4. And Kareraj made the guess that today we are talking about expressing the condolence. How do we use that? And I want to know, while talking about condolence or congratulation or appreciation or sympathy or whatever type, right? Let's talk. Once we discussed it, if you remember, we discussed it in Unit 2 when we were talking about the letters. I gave you mainly 3 types of letters. Among them, we narrowed the letter type into 2, official and personal. And even under those titles or categories, we had subtitles and different type of letters. And when we have to write a letter of condolence or congratulation or invitation, in which type or in which category of letter does it fall? Do you remember that unit that I discussed, and we really enjoyed that class? Let me go to Mr. Jayendra Dhungana. Could you please tell us, when we write the letter of condolence, in which category does that fall?
We write heartfelt condolence if we are expressing our sympathy to the family whose family members have sudden death.
Yeah, exactly. You've been talking about the condolence letter, but I'm telling that the let's find out the category, right? As we discussed there, different types of letters. Do you remember complaint letters, order letters? Likewise, even under the business letters, right? While talking the personal letters, right? While talking the personal letters and official letters, we had made different categories. And could you please tell us in which categories do those congratulation or condolence or sympathy or invitation letter fall? Mr. Sambhav Ranavat. Sambhav Ranavat.
Yes, sir.
Did you get the question?
Sir, can you please repeat it once more?
Okay, order letter, complaint letter, appointment letter, likewise, right?
Yes, sir.
In which category does that condolence letter fall? Thank you very much, my dear children. Anyway, if anyone has idea, you could share. So here I would like to suggest, my dear children, I have uploaded the all PowerPoint presentations in Google Classroom. If you go through there, you can observe not only that, from school side, it has been thoroughly uploaded in YouTube, school YouTube channel. And you could look there, you could find out in which category, right, these types of letter fall. It's okay. Anyway, let me begin. So we have different types of, message and letter, especially while expressing condolence or congratulation or apology, whatever might be, that can be expressed in two ways. One in the message form, the other one is in the letter form. The moment we talk the message, it is always formal. Be careful. It is always formal. You could have seen in the newspapers, right? Congratulations letter or message of sympathy or message of condolence. You might have seen in the newspaper, right? That's always formal. Whereas these are also expressed in the means or through the way of letter, and that comes under the subcategory of letter, that is social letter. If you go there, you could find, right, it falls under social letter. So my dear children, and these letters, letters are again divided into two categories, formal and informal, right? And formal letters do have certain limitations, whereas informal letters do have certain limitations. So we have to follow that, and it's up to us, right, how to make formal letter and how to make informal letter. And particularly what we believe is that whenever we are writing a letter personally, for the personal purpose, right, personal purpose, personally to the person, individual one, that type of letter is personal letter and informal letter. In fact, there are certain differences, right? The requirements also differ in formal and informal letters. You could see that previous slide and you could understand, right? I've given their format also. What are the things included in formal letter and what are the things included in informal letter? What things lack in informal letter? What things are more in formal letters? You could see. While speaking about letters, formal and informal letters do possess all the requirements, but formal letter possess more than informal letters. So let me move to next slide. So today we are discussing only how to express the condolence. And as Jayendra Dhungana already told us, and at what condition we write letter of condolence or message of condolence. And the situation makes us to write accordingly. That might be condolence, or that might be congratulation, that might be invitation, or that might be thank you or appreciation, whatever kind of writing, that is determined by the situation. As Dhungana said, your friend said there, right? When somebody has lost his or her relatives, kids, at that time we express our, condolence to them. At the time of missing, right? At the time of losing someone physically, at that time we write. Whereas if somebody achieves something extraordinary or something important, something significant in his or her life, at that time we write congratulations or message or letter. And sometimes someone does a very good work and someone proves that he or she is capable or deserving candidate to do the things. That time we really appreciate and we write the message of appreciation or letter of appreciation. And if somebody is newly appointed to any office or gets a job or joins, at that time we write a message of appointment or simply a congratulation mixing with that appointment, or if we are from the company side or that office or institution side, at that time we may write the letter of appointment to the particular candidate or the person. And when there is some function, at that time we may write invitation letter. So there are different situations, and the situations determine what we have to do. So let me move to next slide. And simply we are discussing today about expressing the condolence. Therefore, these are the words that we often use while writing the message of condolence or writing letter of condolence. See the things. These are the technical words. So look at their heartfelt, deepest, demise, sudden, and these are the words. And don't think that these are the only words to be used while writing message of condolence or letter of condolence. No, you may add others also, but these are the key words. At least you have to use these words in your writing. When you are writing, you have to use these words, right? So I believe while using these words, and certain words might be exchanged, just there, it is not necessary that you have to use all these words in your condolence. It is not necessary. At least that should express condolence from your side, that you try to share the pain or the suffering, the sorrow that your friend or relative or anybody is going through. That is what called sharing and caring, right? At the moment of something mishappened. So how do we write then? First of all, we have to express our grief. We also get sad. We also become sad. And we have to express our grief, pain, and we should express our sympathetic words too. And then simply write one or two sentences about the person. Deceased person means the person who is defunct. Defunct. Defunct means functionless. Functionless means dead, right? So after that, we have to express the condolence to the bereaved family, the family who lost the nearest one and dearest one. To them also we have to express the words of condolence. So this is how. And later on, we have to pray for the departed soul, means the demised one. And then simply we write empathetic words or the sentences so that the grieved one relatives would feel a little bit comfortable, would feel they are not alone to cry for the demise of their nearest and dearest one. They feel there's someone to support them. There's someone to assist them the moment of need. In this way, we have to write that. And finally, who wrote that message? You have to write the name and you have to write the address, right? Or who wrote that message of condolence? Sometimes a person might write, sometimes an institution might write, sometimes a group might write, right? Likewise. So I have made one example. Let's see the example here. You could see, right? So how it is made. The boy was, killed in car accident, I think, somewhere else. Although this is an imaginary condolence, my dear children. So I just made it for example, so that you could be more clear about it. So look at this. And we have written date of birth on one side and date of departure or demise. See the thing on the other side, and the photo in the middle. And it may not be possible in our exam to do all these things, and we may not know how to draw the picture. Simply we may make the box and write photo there. In place of this, right, you can make the box and write photo here, right? Thank God Google helped me to copy and paste this photo here. Otherwise I have no knowledge on drawing the picture. See the thing, right? Frankly speaking, this is not my painting, this is not my drawing, right? I copied and pasted it. But other things, look, and how it is written, the steps I told. First, we have to show our grief. So we are shocked to hear the untimely demise of Mr. Gokul Basnet. Look at this. Shocked. This word is the key word. It shows that how sad we are. So look at this. Here I have used we. It proves that this condolence or message of condolence is written by a group. Therefore, the pronoun we is used. So if I have written it individually, then I might have written here, I am shocked. It would be the different. So the active member, you could read it, okay? And he was the active member of Janajagriti Youth Club. And this one, and I'm talking about the person, she. And why did I use here Gokul Basnet and he, she? Because at that time, if you write here female, then you could write here she. Though here is a male, Mr., so it must be he. Don't bother about this. I deliberately typed it. Knowingly, I did it, right? So you should be very much careful. This is simply a format, my dear children, right? It's not the final message. So I first time I thought that I should leave this space for the name, and I thought it would be better to write the name. So here we have to select this only he, right? So now, and I have written about that demised person. That was the tips we got. And then later I talked, we have to express our condolence to the bereaved family. So we express our heartfelt condolence. This is the third step we did, isn't it? And look at this. And then fourth step, we have to pray the departed soul. Look at here, departed soul. So here also I have used his or her. So here also his or her. Please don't be confused here. You have to pick only his because we have used there Gokul, isn't it? So now, and finally, this is what we have to do. Finally, we just write the name of the message giver. This is Janajagriti Youth Club family members. Therefore, this is by Janajagriti Youth Club family members. Therefore, it is written here. If it was individually written, then here would be Thaman Basnet Tulsipur Dan. See the thing? Individually written, then Ram Bahadur Basnet Tulsipur Dan. Likewise. So this is the message of condolence. So what about letter of condolence then? See, look at this. I have not used the same name here. I am writing a letter to Himisa. She lost her brother in a car accident. Look, and then how it is written. And you could see this is personal letter under the subcategory of letter under the social letter. See the thing. And how have I done? Everything is same. I was shocked and saddened. Same step. I expressed the grief, and then I talked about his, past life. Just you could see, nobody could imagine how much you love and the expectations, right? And then he was friendly, frank. It's about that man. It's about that boy. You could see. And likewise, we could see look at there, and he was, you know, very hardworking, very good one, friendly one. We knew even if the man was killed, and that was the loss for us. So we have written, and then finally what happened here? Look at this point. I extend my heartfelt condolence to the bereaved family. Same steps serially used. Look, whether you write message of condolence or you write letter of condolence, the steps are taken serially. And whether you write message of condolence or you write letter of condolence, the keywords are used here, right? So you could see there, heartfelt condolence, bereaved, departed, demised, you know, all these things are there. So, and there is the certain sentences or few words for the family members too, so that they could get some solace, some consolation from our side. That's what we have made there. That's what we have mentioned there. Since it is personal letter, look at last. The writer is Haman Basnet. So I have written my name. This is how, my dear children, you could do. You could work on condolence writing. And condolence writing and congratulation writing. The format is same, but the words, the sentences, the tone would be different. And in this, we find only the, you know, sad tone, right? The tone of depression. Somehow the writer is himself or herself is also sad. One type of pain, the sorrow. The problem is there. We could see. Whereas in congratulation, we find the happy mood, happy tone, positive tone, right? Though it has somehow negative tone, it talks the things about negative. Somehow, somewhere else, it talks some positive symptoms, some expectations, right? Some positive aspects, optimistic ideas are also used. But in letter of congratulation, we find overall optimistic idea, the happy mood. So these are the basic things regarding expressing the condolences. So my dear children, if you have to add anything else, so this time I have not made any queries because there is nothing to make the queries. Simply we have to make the additions. Anything that we have to add, we have to make additions. So my dear children, that's all. So let me go to the discussion class then. This is what I have to discuss today, all about today. So very simply, if you have anything to add here regarding the expression of condolence, yes, I have already told, right? There are two ways of expressing condolence: congratulation, invitation, or appreciation, whatever the type. So let's go for the discussion, right? So I would like to move to Bibisa Magar.
Yes, sir.
Bibisa, could you tell us very simple tips how to write congratulation letter? The required elements only.
To write congratulation letter, at first we should mention their the thing. We should mention the thing that we are going to congratulate them or him or her, and we should congratulate, and we should express our express our feelings, and we should write.
Yes, go on. Okay, Bibisa, thank you very much. Kariraj has written one word in chat box. He's looking for the meaning, right? if you know the meaning of that word, any of you please help him. If not, then I'm here to help him.
Sir, I had already got the word meaning.
Oh, you got. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, because I found that. And somebody, Bijesh Karanjit, has written that sympathy letter. I think he might have written for that, type of letter, right? Condolence letter falls under sympathy letter. Sympathy letter itself is one kind. Okay. So condolence and that umbrella term, social type, letters are categorized under the social letters. So if we have short time, anyway, I would like to show you that screen. Okay, let me go for that. If you see this slide, type of letter on the basis of function that I had given that time, right? And then if you see there, social, occasion, purpose, invitation, thanks, condolence, congratulation letter, etc. You remember this slide? See the thing, and this is the subtitle, report letter, and here are many types of letters. If you go back this, okay, my dear children, at the very first I showed this slide, and this slide is also we have described the letter type in 3 ways: official letter separately and business letter separately. In fact, the business letter and official letter come under the same category, right? And the personal letter, under the personal letter, certain types of letters, and under the official letter, certain types of letters, and then subcategories we have discussed, right? On the function, formal letter and informal letter. What are the things here? I have already talked. So this business letter, under the business letter, look at this. These types of letters fall, and then all these letters, official letters, these letters fall, and then again we go to subcategories. Look, this is how we discussed, and please you could go through this slide again, and you could look at the school's YouTube channel. So thank you very much for this. So let's join again for the discussion. Okay, let's go to the discussion part. So we were discussing about the congratulation letter. So can you tell us 4 to 5 keywords while writing congratulations? Shreya, right?
Yes, sir.
Could you tell us
Can you repeat the question one more time, sir?
keywords of writing congratulations? Just we discussed keywords of writing condolence.
Yes, sir. Condolence or congratulations?
Yeah. Congratulations. Keywords. Yeah. So let's move to Mr. Vivek Shrestha.
Sir,
Could you please tell us keywords of writing congratulations?
keywords are just keywords are congratulations to them.
One is congratulations, exactly. And one word you can use, heartfelt congratulations, that phrase, okay? So we have less than 1 minute. Thank you very much, my dear children. That's all. I believe that you enjoyed your class, and you'll get your assignment through Google Doc. So my dear children, please keep on sending me your homework through Google Doc. Thank you very much. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you very much.